All right, guys, we are back. So Rob has picked up some equipment, and we're gonna see what we got.
How do I see what I got?
Go back to where you were, maintain Aegis, and then go to B because yeah, and see there's an arrow there. So you gotta you turret in the scoop. That's great. So I would B is scoop is good, and then put a turret at C. And now this thing can pretty well defend itself. Oh, you got a bunch of turrets. Nice. Nothing for the main cannon yet, but I think you probably got stuff for you too. So you may actually want to check that out before building and researching. Unfortunately, I don't feel like they have a great way of showing what you've got without clicking into the ad. Oh no, you only got stuff for Aegis. Huh, okay. Oh no, you got another blaster and some more. Oh, missile bays. Nice. That'll give you more of that ammo. Yeah, so you have 25 rockets and you're firing two at a time. And now you'll be able to hold more if you add a missile bay.
Two missile bays.
Nice. Well, he doesn't really say what you've got though.
Oh, I'm over mass.
Oh, by one. So I guess bye-bye to one missile bay. So what you do is you click one of the missile bays. The things you just added.
I know, I can't get out of. Hang on.
So yeah, modify. And then store it or recycle it. Recycling it means it becomes resources.
Okay.
So that could always be nice too. So good news is you don't have to worry about your Aegis at the moment. Your Aegis is defended, and it's got a scoop, so you can have it do that work for you as well. That's their version of the gravity thing.
Okay.
So what are we going to research? A big old cannon. So notice one thing before you exit here.
Okay.
So to research this will take 6 green, 12 yellow, and 25 purple.
I don't have 25.
Right. So that just means when we go to the maps, to the nodes, we just want to make sure we collect the purples we see. See how there's a gigantic red thing right in your lower right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a ton of enemies. We need to get away from there. Oh, it's following you. Oh, I hate when that happens.
You're like, see that thing on the right? I'm like, yeah.
See,
Nope.
you would have been the only way you would have avoided that fight is if you would have picked the left node because it was moving. But if you would have just stayed, it would have stayed as well. So you were a little stuck either way there. Wait, oh no! We made a boo-boo.
I didn't repair the Aegis.
No, we didn't repair the Aegis, which you can if you just pop back in. But we actually only attached the scoop, not the other turrets.
It's as much as I can repair the Aegis.
Yep. We are out of resources at the moment. So actually, shoot up those asteroids right there. There's a scoop right by it. You don't even have to worry about sucking it up. Nice. And it's getting purples, which were... Well, now you need everything, but yeah. So see, you can kind of do the work. It'll do it better once it's better built. That's a brand, right? Better built?
Yes.
I always use I always keep the gravity gun on my ship because it's the easiest indicator of where am I firing. Nice shot. Flew into that one. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus, there's a fight. Look at all that. Now, if you double tap your spacebar, it can start scooping up some of those that have flown in its path.
Okay.
What happened?
I blew it up.
Oh, you're full. You're almost dead. That didn't help.
Open up! Open up! Help! Open up!
Well, good news, you got a lot of resources this time.
We got a lot of purple.
Yeah, now you need everything, though, because you use everything to heal. But at least I do like that it does say busy, so you know, like, they haven't finished.
Right.
Actually, what you might want to do, if you clear topside, you might want to move your Aegis to the upper right corner, because its turret is its lower left. And so it'll have an easier shot at anything incoming, so you don't have to worry about it so much.
God, these little things.
Yep, I agree. Even the Aegis can't shoot it easily. Yeah, so like run up there and then start double tapping it now. So yeah, it's on its way.
It's not doing anything.
Isn't I think that flashing icon means it's moving. Oh no, it's not moving. Why? You're using space to have it open its doors, right? There we go. The blue icons around it mean it's moving.
Oh, that's R.
Oh, it's R that does that. I don't know why I had it in my head that it was space. Because I think I did that earlier, too. You almost got a little one with the rocket. That would have been brilliant. Going in enemy territory here, just so you know. They're going to be topside. You're getting really good with those rockets. You're much better with those than I am. And you can get guided ones over time and other things like that. There are shields you can get for yourself. Yeah, the little buggers are the worst.
Okay, I've eliminated the threat.
For now. Now you got some time to...
Nope!
Well, then that happens. They just draw you back in. I don't remember if there's any variety to the galaxy background. I feel like this may always be it. Or maybe it's just never anything that really stands out. So like I wouldn't remember it or something like that. It can trick you though. Sometimes you don't realize there's some ore or whatever right there because it looks like a star on the map.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, friend.
I mean, so far, I've been able to kind of quell issues. I'm just trying to get enough to get out of here.
Right.
Great.
Weapon?
There's some at the...
Your ship is firing at something, I think. I can't remember what the flashing icon below that is. Oh, you're full.
Ow.
And you're drunk. Do it again. Yeah, there you go. I don't think that's you or the game. I think that's the keyboard.
What's that?
That it doesn't seem very responsive to you double Ring. I see what you're doing here. Rob's solution is just to go head first and ram everything. That's how he punishes his children, too.
I'm full.
Yep.
Open
of
up.
What we cannot say.
Open up. Alright. Resources dumped. Let me give a couple repairs to the Dodunt.
Yep.
Bring it back out again.
Some dudes have just flown in. And boy, are their arms tired.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. I always look at this game as, well, no longer modern, but at least contemporaneously, a really good modern upgrade to Asteroids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rob. When I post it, you'll probably want to watch the Pixel Pack and Mama episode of Asteroids. Or not, I'm sorry, not Asteroids, of Lunar Lander.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we never landed. I have. My mother had a hard time.
See, I liked Lunar Lander.
You know, when we went to Galloping Ghost and I saw the Lunar Lander machine, I mentioned this on Pixel Pack and Mama. I never knew Lunar Lander was in arcades before.
Yeah. Also a vector game.
Okay.
Also a vector game, and if I'm not mistaken, there was a point where Rare made a Lunar Lander-esque game.
Oh, really? Do you recall the name?
I think it was literally like Moonlander or something.
Okay.
There goes the Aegis straight through the rocks.
When we were, it'll actually stop to shoot them, usually?
No, its shields are going down.
Oh. I cannot explain what they're doing. Oh, you know what? Because I'm thinking of when it has scoops and drills. You've got a scoop and a turret.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why it's spreading into so many things.
Did you, speaking of Galloping Ghost, did you catch a glimpse of the Asteroids machine there? Yeah, now it's equipped. I was surprised. I kind of want to look this up, and I just haven't, even though it's been a few months. Somehow, you won't be able to put anything on because of the mass. Did they finish the research? Okay, nice. I didn't realize they finished. There was something going on with the lighting of that machine where the shot that was fired from your little asteroids triangle thing was...
No!
I think they're running from you and... Oh, no. Wait. Is that not what the red one means? Oh, finally. Geez, yeah, now in an area with no resources, of course. Yeah, go to that one. I kind of want to look up, like, the triangular shapes of the ship and the asteroids and everything like that looked normal and as expected, but the actual shot that was fired seemed so extremely bright as if like somebody was behind the screen with a floodlight and a paper mat with a hole in it, and they guided the light in the hole to make the shot movement. It was really striking, and I have no idea how it was done.
Um, so okay, I'm going to try and get this right. So if I'm not mistaken, vector graphics machines, what they did was, in order to produce the graphics that they were trying to produce, almost kind of like a projection-esque thing onto an empty space.
Okay,
So that's where you can get like the faux 3D from.
you're fighting with your own guy. There you
Trying to vacuum ship. That's why to this day, like, vector graphics, vector machines do look stellar.
go. Okay.
Just like, stop shooting the purple. Just like if you look at old TV shows
Okay.
on like Me Too TV and whatnot,
Right.
they still look really good because they were shot on film, not digitally.
Right. Yeah, which is why people may be surprised to see certain shows from the 80s and 90s that are not available on Blu-ray, because they have to do so much more work to bring their definition up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the film stuff is amazing. That's something I've been enjoying with my movie watching as of late. I just saw for the first time Dial M for Murder.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever see that before?
Once a long time ago.
I thought it was creative. I definitely enjoyed that. It's almost like that that director they got who knows what he's doing, Alfred Hitchcock. I think people should keep an eye on that one.
Well, that's like that Hitchcock documentary with Anthony Hopkins was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like if you watch Dial M for Murder, I really think you should watch that Anthony Hopkins Hitchcock documentary.
Gotcha.
It was stellar. That's like the other documentary that I think that everyone should at least give a watch to, is Exporting Raymond.
Exporting Raymond sounds familiar.
Yeah, where the guy tried to take Everybody Loves Raymond to I think it was Russia.
Okay.
And he had to just sit there and start changing a whole bunch of stuff because it's like, oh, this doesn't make sense here. This doesn't make sense here. This doesn't make sense here.
Right. Gotcha. If we're talking about film-based good documentaries, what is this on currently? I think currently, although that's no good for people who are going to be watching this because it won't be current by the time they can, there is a documentary called Reel Engine, in real as in REEL, like a movie reel, and it's all about the director is I believe he's an Aborigine from somewhere in Canada. And if I recall it correctly, he decided to explore the history of Native American representation and how their characters were treated in history for movies and television, because he realized that as kids, even though they were quote-unquote Indians, when they played cowboys and Indians, they wanted to play the cowboys the good guys. And at some point he realized, isn't this weird? You know? But it is just really fascinating because there's also a bit of a bell curve to how Native Americans are treated in film and television. They start out as awesome good guys, and then suddenly they become your standard bad guy, and then they become good guys again.
Well, becoming the standard bad guys is thanks to the Western.
Right.
Because that was the whole thing about, like the Westerns. It was going to the West and encountering the how they would say the engines,
Yeah.
and that was usually what stood in the way of forward progress for an expansion to the west,
Right.
was native people on their native land. So then having them portrayed as the bad guys and the cowboys actually portrayed as the good guys would skew young kids' feelings on Native Americans, because they would just see them as the bad guys to their cowboys.
Right.
I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's similar to the amount of tank that World War II has left on Germany.
Yes, for sure.
Because then it's like, ooh, damn it. Because then it's like, ooh, the Germans, and that was, having the Nazis and everything was one section of a certain amount of people, but it's
Right.
not an actual commentary on most of the German people as a whole.
Right.
Oh man, doing much better now that my ship has things.
Yeah, it was nice you got to a node where you didn't have to deal with constant fighting.
Yeah, constant bombardment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're at the end of our normal time scale. Rob, I know we've got to wrap up for you for sure, but I've obviously played this game. I'm familiar with this game. What's your take? What's your professional review, sir?
Um, I like the game. I do not like the control scheme.
Agreed.
I do not like the control scheme. Like, it is, I know the game it's going for. It's going for asteroids,
Right.
and it's a really, excuse me, it's a really cool take on asteroids. It's just like, if I was able to do it with a stick, that would be awesome. If I was able to do it with a wheel, that would be even better.
Right.
But having just to do the little button presses to aim your ship, that would be my only knock against it. I mean, obviously it's a more dated game,
Yes.
but in its core, it's still good.
Right.
It's still a very good game. It's just, I think, if I, like you said with mods, like, I don't know if there's any mods to bring at least the control scheme up. It reminds me a lot of the same problems you had with mother-based Zaxxon.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
like, this would be an amazing game
If it could run.
Yeah, if it didn't run like trash.
Yep.
And because it would be just like this. This would be an amazing game if you didn't have to constantly jam on arrow keys to turn your ship.
Yes.
You could do it with just a stick on a controller. It'd be great if you can just map that to anything you want.
Right. And, like, I think I looked out of curiosity on Steam, which is the version we're playing. I have the executable downloaded as well for it, because that's how I originally purchased it. And I want to say the number of reviews, and keep in mind, like, Luck Be a Landlord is another game we played today. How it'll show up on the episode releases, I have no idea at the moment. But that little game, Luck Be a Landlord, probably has somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 reviews on Steam. This game had about 30. And so, is this game moddable? I don't know, because I've never tried to mod anything myself. I don't have that skill set.
Right.
But even if it is, not a lot of eyes are on this game,
Right. Which is, I mean, like you said, it's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good game, and unfortunately, with its age, and I just think it's something that people are going to pass over.
So I'm pretty sure I know what I gave it when this came up on my Bonanza. So scale of 1 to 5 or 0 to 5, what would you give this, Rob?
Considering I didn't get that far into it, like, it looks like you have to put a little more time.
Yeah.
I would give this a 4 if the controls were better.
Okay.
Because I could see where this is going, and I could see that it would get pretty fun.
Yeah.
But as far as it stands right now with the controls, I'd give it like a 2.5 to 3.
Gotcha.
Because it's just that is the thing that breaks the whole thing for me, because I could not sit and play this game for a while.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would say I think I ended up giving it a 3 as one that, boy, a couple little improvements and this is a gem.
Yeah. Yeah, like full screen, a little bit better resolutions. You could see your little map. Or even if like you could ping things on your map,
Yes.
that would be nice.
Right.
But yeah, I think it would easily be a 4 if you could remap the controls to something else.
And hey, maybe we're lucky we have some people who end up seeing this video and go, yeah, I'll give this game a try. So we recommend giving it a try. It's a nice time.
Yeah, it's pretty good. A little obtuse at times, but I mean, it's nothing that we haven't been exposed to before.
Correct. Right. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, that's it for this game. Thanks for joining us on Bud, Suds, and Duds.
And we'll see you next time.